A few things for us to consider today. First, we see in the multiplication of loaves and fishes and the great crowds being fed, the great reversal. The great reversal began first with Israel, when God fed them the manna in the desert. Jesus is confirming this essential truth. You see, in the ancient pagan world, people felt they had to keep feeding God. They had to keep appeasing God, because they thought he was so angry. But Israel's experience, and initially they did, they had to offer all these sacrifices, but in a sense they began to move away. We don't feed God, God feeds us. And so too, Jesus confirms that. Everything we have comes from God, who's there to nurture us. Again, in whom we move and live and have our being. So important for us to remember that. The second thing about the multiplication of loaves and fishes, Jesus wants them to sit on the ground. Why on the ground? Well, one, they need rest, and he's here to offer us rest. But coming on the ground is when we get humble, is when we lose our pride and our arrogance, and we recognize our need for God to feed us. And how important is that? And the last point is on the mountain. We hear in Israel that all will come to the Lord's mountain. They'll go up and they'll have that sense of what they've been most longing for. So think today as we come to the Eucharist, what is it that you've been most longing for? And recognize that it's God alone who can satisfy our deepest longings, to give us that blessed assurance that the Eucharist continues to perpetuate. I am your God. I feed you. And may we give thanks to God for that deep reality.